Welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy, Melanie, and Amit. PardesiReviews, D54. We are doing something a little different than we usually do. We're going to do a Star Wars series trailer, which we all know and love, Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a good one to drag you guys into because I'm always very excited about the Star Wars spinoffs and series. Some work better than others. What do you guys think of Obi-Wan?
That one was good. I would say The Mandalorian is kind of my favorite of the series.
I think so.
Pedro Pascal and baby Yoda. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah,
hold on. He's coming back.
Oh, here we go.
We have this one. Okay.
You should have warned me because I've got mine. I have to run over the shelf and get mine.
And I have the mechanic over here. The little mechanic. Okay, so but we I thought Obi-Wan was a huge missed opportunity. I did not like it. I sort of lost a little bit of faith in the Star Wars franchises after that because that should have been better. We got.
I will admit I have not watched like the animated Clone Wars. I didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think some of the problem of some of the shows that they've assumed that people have watched all of those and not everybody has. Like there's just sort of an assumption that okay, that's the big bad from the Clone Wars. I'm like, okay, like I mean, I don't know. I mean, Star Wars has since 12 years old when the first movie came out. So it was a huge part of my growing up. All of the movies, Empire Strikes Back is like one of my
couldn't escape it.
Right? Like it was everywhere. You guys can't even imagine. I mean, you can't even imagine what it was like. There wasn't really sci-fi like that before. Now it's everywhere. But there was Star Trek and then boom, like not in the movies, not in that way. So it was absolutely huge.
There's a reason why it's such a cultural phenomenon.
But some of the movies I felt like especially when they did the prequel, Phantom Menace and whatever, I felt like George Lucas was more about the sound mixing of a pod race than he was about story. Like it just and let's not even talk about Jar Jar Binks. So there
was misfires for sure. And boy, they hire such terrible child actors for these. I don't know why they can't find good child actors, but child actors have all been pretty bad.
No. I mean, it's very common, right? And I think you mentioned this. So this is apparently set 100 years before Phantom Menace. And that's one that I distinctly remember watching when I was young in the cinema and going like, am I a fan of Star Wars or not? Like,
I know it was kind of like, this is about what, like a territory dispute?
This isn't working. But it is interesting to me because I am probably one of the people that have not followed the Star Wars post movie world, I guess. So the Mandalorian, I can't remember too much. I don't know if I really watched the whole thing or not. I definitely watched Obi-Wan, and I had heard sort of things that you had mentioned, like it was like, I had some moments, but overall it was a bit of a letdown. I didn't see the animated one. So they've done a lot, but I kind of want this to be something that you can just watch fresh. Like I'm hoping it's something that you can watch without knowing too much about Star Wars, because at this point, there's the generation that watch Star Wars, that's sort of, they're older now, back when you were 12, Melanie.
Do we have to bring that up?
Yeah, I remember that remark.
I'm in that group too. Like, it's not like
I'm in, please. Please.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different now. So to introduce a new fan base to Star Wars, I think they should take a fresh approach and have something that you can watch without knowing too much of the background.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, you can throw in Easter eggs for the super fans. Right,
Mandalorian kind of did that. I think it kind of existed on its own. I think that's why I liked it.
Absolutely,
I like Star Wars, but I'm not a studied expert. Like I get very confused by the timelines, where we are in the timelines, because the movie started before and after and all that. So I'm not the expert. So when I watched Mandalorian, I felt comfortable. Like, okay, these are all new characters, all new adventures. There were Easter eggs, little things, but nothing that you couldn't watch, and even if you didn't notice it, you still appreciated it because even though Pedro Pascal should really take that helmet off more often. Let his body double take a break from that.
Just saying.
I didn't even take it off once in the last one, so I don't know. I don't think he was even in it. But but in the meantime, now we have Acolyte. So, like Amit said, this happens like 100 years before the Phantom Menace. And then it's about, I like this word to kind of bring a Jedi Master investigating a series of crimes. It's like, hey, it's got detectives in it. Interested.
And that's perspective. I'm there.
See, now it sounds like something we can all enjoy without knowing anything about Star Wars. Because yes. Okay. So
it looks like an interesting cast too.
It does look like a very
it definitely does.
And we'll definitely get to that. Okay. So we set up in the other room too.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Amit's not there.
Oh,
it's a new video source room, Amit.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I have too many windows open. I can't find the window with that in it. Where are we?
Video source. It's a new one, right? Okay.
It just says
all
video.
lowercase.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
All lowercase, right? Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not going to record it. So I left it kind of. All right. So already I love it because there's a cute little animal thing in it. So this looks good so far. This is promising. All right, here we go.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
Oh.
There she is. Trinity. Whoa. Oh, June.
Someone is killing Jedi.
How do you kill a Jedi?
Doesn't make sense.
It makes.
Whoa.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was cool. Oh my gosh, look at all of them.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
2-episode premiere.
Wow, that's a lot of information for a teaser.
Okay.
That was a teaser? Yeah, okay. I was
Melanie can't wait to talk about.
Okay, so the voice that we hear at the beginning with the little kids, the Jedi Master that they told us who was talking, his character's name is Saul. That's Jung-jae. So if you've seen Squid Game, he was the main character in Squid Game.
Okay.
He's a huge film actor in South Korea. I mean, he's also done many other Korean dramas like Chief of Staff and many other. Yeah. But I am over the moon about how much we saw of him in this trailer.
A lot.
Okay, like we saw little glimpses of Carrie-Anne Moss or whatever, but it was all Jung-jae, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
Yeah, we did get a lot of good stuff from Carrie-Anne Moss, and I like that they made the badass Jedi Master as a woman, which is cool.
And always good to see Carrie-Anne Moss. I think she's really she's one of those actresses that doesn't really she hasn't been in a lot of movies. Like I think the last time I think I saw her was in that Matrix Resurrection or whatever that was. That wasn't maybe we should forget about that one.
Yeah, that's
but, obviously, she's known as Trinity from the Matrix, but yeah, she definitely is. She definitely picks and chooses what movies and shows to be in. So so for her to be there, always great to see.
And looking so badass. Wow.
So good. Yeah. And then we have looks like a really talented younger cast. So it looks like, they're going to bring in the young people. I love the idea when they bring in kind of students or like people who are still trying to learn.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because we were looking at this cast list and I don't really remember in this teaser. We saw really little kids, but we didn't see the young people that we see listed in the cast, except Manny Jacinto. We see him kind of poking his, or I'm doing it wrong, but poking his head around, we saw a brief glimpse of him, but all the young women, Amandla Stenberg, Dafne Keen, so like we haven't, and Jodie Turner-Smith, I don't really remember seeing them in this teaser. So it was interesting. It was more focused on Jung-jae and Carrie-Anne Moss as far as
definitely. But the cast definitely does have me excited. Like it's It's a good mix because I think it's giving the opportunity for a lot of actors who, I guess, have not really broken out yet. That, because when we saw Dafne Keen, I was like, who is that? And I saw that she was the girl in Logan. I was like, okay, she was a kid in that, like literally a kid, like very young. And Manny Jacinto, obviously, Jacinto broke out in The Good Place, and he's playing like a full comedy role in that. So this is definitely much more serious.
I like him. He's good.
So it's people that have been on TV more rather than had the big moment. And this is also a TV show. It's not a movie necessarily. But yeah, it's
TV streaming. What is it now? The lines are so blurry.
I mean,
I know that's
it's
true,
basically it's basically Star Wars and the Marvel shows that are keeping me as an adult subscribed to Disney Plus. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this is the reason why. One of the reasons why Disney bought the Star Wars property, also to have them in their theme parks, right? But also. They own this to be able to just continually pour out content. Some of it's been better than others, but I'm hopeful on this because it looks really good. Yeah. I mean, it's high production value. I love it. There's just something, the freedom of the Star Wars as far as the character creation. Yeah. Like you said, we had when we saw the kids, and that some of them are, I don't remember seeing an alien like that before. Maybe I'm sure somebody deep into the Star Wars lore would be like, well, of course, in Clone Wars season 3. Okay, whatever, right?
Clone Wars, whatever,
whatever. But the freedom of the costume design, I always enjoy that, right? Yeah. Like we saw some amazing costumes. I mean, we're used to the Jedi Master look, right? Yeah. But when I always enjoy. I just feel like it must be so much fun to be a Star Wars or a costume designer. Just be like, let your imagination go wild, right? You could just do almost anything you want. Like the one that Carrie-Anne Moss is fighting, she had that like red net thing. I'm like, cool. Man, so badass looking.
It was really cool. We have a poster. It's a sort of a teasery poster, not too much. But I think it's the first time I've actually shown blood in a Star Wars poster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's not very cool.
Wow, that's really interesting.
It might be a little edgier than some of them. Kind of branching out. And it was interesting too. We saw a ton of sabers in this, and they were all different colors, all in the same room. That was pretty cool. I was like, okay.
That was an amazing little battle. Yeah.
So interested if you guys, maybe someone's seen who knows more about Star Wars might have seen some other little hints in this. This is the first time we've seen it, so we probably have to go frame by frame.
Yeah, I'm sure
they always have the Easter eggs. Yeah, the standard like restaurant or bar with all the aliens in it. I appreciate they had that in there. So they have all the tropes that we love about Star Wars in there. So hopefully it will be good. And it's it's on Disney Plus, so subscribe to Disney Plus bundle, and then you'll get all of that fun stuff.
Yep.
In the meantime, make sure you visit PardesiReviews, D54, and Cinemando. Subscribe to all of us. See, we don't just do indie movies; we do lots of other fun things.
On Kathy's channel,
on my channel,
on Kathy's channel,
Indian movies and everything else. I'm the one who's just like veering off into the wilderness. All right, all right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.